Hi, I'm Phil with ABUS Mobile Security, the industry leader in motorcycle security. Today I want to tell you more about our alarm disc locks. To build our alarm disc locks, ABUS starts with high-quality virgin steel that's temper-hardened for strength, flexibility, and weight. This steel is used throughout the lock, from the shell to the internal parts. ABUS temper hardens its steel, which is more expensive and time-consuming than a standard case hardening because it yields a stronger, lighter material. What it does is progressively harden the steel from the outside in, so the inner core remains flexible while the outside is super hard. This means ABUS locks stand up longer to twisting, hammering, and cutting compared to the competition, while still remaining light. ABUS produces a range of security levels in our disc locks to meet varied security needs. The best of these locks are the Granite Detecto X Plus, the Detecto RS series, and the Trigger Alarm. The 8077 disc lock is also available with a chain loop to increase its security. Let's take a closer look at the Granite Detecto X Plus 8077. This alarm disc lock starts with a massive hardened steel body with a 13mm bolt. Protected by the locking bolt is the alarm and battery case, which houses 2 AAA batteries. Not only are these easy to change, they last a full year under normal use and are widely available and inexpensive. To lock it together, the 8077 has the X Plus cylinder with over 1.2 million key variations, making it extremely hard to pick. Once the lock is mounted onto a disc through the slots in the floating rotor, its spring-loaded arming lever will arm the lock with an audible beep and a green LED light. That LED light will flash once every 10 seconds to alert passersby that the machine is alarmed. The 8077 uses a sophisticated 3D motion sensor to detect the slightest motion of the lock, and when activated, emits a loud 110 decibel alarm tone. The goal of the alarm was to both prevent theft and also to provide added safety. The alarm is designed to be heard with a helmet on to reduce the risk of ride-off. The Granite Detecto 8077 is one intimidating disc lock, available in high visibility yellow to add another layer of visual deterrence. Next in the line is the Detecto 7000 RS1. This lock incorporates the same 3D motion sensing alarm that the 8077 has with a lighter, easier to use design. The RS1 uses a 3x5mm locking bolt, so it will fit nearly every bike with a floating rotor. This lock also incorporates the LED arming light, visual and audible notification of a low battery. The RS1 is also powered by 2 AAA batteries, which again are very easy to change and easy to find. The real key feature of this lock is that it can be operated with gloves on with only one hand. Holding the lock body and sliding it onto the disc and then pressing the lock into the disc will both cause the alarm to arm and will actually lock the lock. Any motion will set off this alarm at 110 decibels. The RS2 and RS3 are similar in visual design and function to the RS1, with a shock sensing alarm rather than the more sophisticated 3D sensor. The RS2 includes an LED indicator for arming the lock, active and low battery, along with audible signals for the same. The RS3 simply has an audible signal for arming the lock and a low battery. Both the RS2 and RS3 include memory cables that can be looped around the handlebars to notify the rider that a lock is in use. This helps to prevent accidental ride-off. The last of the alarm series for the ABUS disc locks is the Trigger Alarm 345 and 350. The Trigger Alarm has 2 bolt options, 5mm bolt to fit into the vent hole on a motorcycle rotor, or 10mm bolt that will mount to slots in the floating rotor. If the motorcycle has a vented brake, there will be a trigger that will fit. When arming the lock, the key is turned to the on position and beeps 6 times to notify the user that it is alarmed. Once it has a moderate blow to the lock body, it's going to set off the alarm. The trigger will sound its alarm at 110 decibels as well to deter theft. The memory cable is also included to notify the user that the lock is being used. As with all ABUS locks, the corrosion resistance on our line of alarm disc locks is the best in the industry, learned from years developing locks and corrosion coatings for the demanding marine market. The 8077, RS series, and Trigger all include a carrying case that can be stowed under a seat. It is not designed to be carried on the belt. The ABUS Alarm Disc Lock Series, dedicated motorcycle locks, great security, outstanding features, the best corrosion resistance, water-resistant battery cases, one-hand in operation on the RS series, and physical arming switches. These are easy to use, cheap to maintain, and engineered to keep your bike safe. When you need security, go ABUS. Thanks for listening.